Hello and welcome to Novatech University's Vertical Application Seminar Series. I'm Larry Bohumer. Today we're going to focus on an application that we call Landline Replacement. The goal here, as always, is to provide you with some basic information about this application, some of its components, and some of the expected benefits for your business and businesses of all kinds. Just a bit about Novatech. As the slide mentions, our mission is to help customers deploy IoT or Internet of Things solutions in many ways, and this differs from customer to customer. For some, it may involve providing flexible financial payment options. For others, it might involve providing world-class pre- and post-technical sales assistance, and in some cases, it even involves providing logistical services such as kitting and delivery services to help customers ease the burden of deployment. We obviously do this to make money, but we also do this to fulfill a vision of helping customers figure out the complex world of IoT and how to use it to better their business. As mentioned, today we're covering landline replacement. In this application, we are using a cellular-based connection, although in some cases it could actually be a satellite one, to replace a data-only landline connection for machines that are deployed. It can also be for an entire location as well. The deployment could be permanent in some cases, such as a kiosk or other ones. It could be a mobile deployment, such as in a vehicle or even in a command post. It can also be used for temporary setups for things such as a farmer's market. The connectivity can be from more than one device or just from one device itself, and it may or may not involve a local area network, such as Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. In some cases, the connection can be right to a device itself. It can go to a router, or the modem could be a standalone that's used to gather some information because there's some built-in routing inside of the device. There's a lot of benefits to these kind of solutions, but first and foremost, the first benefit is cost. In many cases, especially those customers that don't use a lot of data each month, there should be a savings on month one, and the overall return on investment can be as little as a few months. It can also allow for a more flexible placement within the building itself. No more worrying about things like demarcation point of a landline. You simply put it where the cell signal is best and have no more expensive cable runs to worry about. As well, since it can often be set up by the customer themselves as opposed to waiting for an installation, the setup can be minutes as opposed to days or weeks, often in some locations. It is often ideal for a third-party location, such as if you're running your store inside of another store, like at a Walmart as an example. And it allows for a standard setup to be done in the factory without having to worry about any kind of setup once you get there. It's just a matter of plugging in a few wires. Finally, as much as we like to think that people don't do criminal acts, we all know that thieves know to cut wires to take out landlines. So by having this connection go wireless, you help to reduce some of your vulnerability to that. There's a lot of customers that could definitely use this solution. We're just going to name a few here. The first is our construction sites. They usually have to have, in some cases by mandate, a landline connection at their location. So this offers them a temporary connection that can be set up very quickly and gives them all the benefits of a landline connection. It's very common now when it comes to kiosks and other things that are used in the financial space that wireless is the main connection for them. The same is true for retailers who are putting up some signs or something else of a temporary nature. They're more and more using wireless as a way to connect these. In terms of large-scale equipment that's used by governments and by energy companies, they're finding more and more the benefits to having a real-time connection to some of these equipment. This could be things like a big HVAC unit or a huge pump. In the past, if they had to have a connection, they often used a landline, which could be several times more per month than what the wireless connection is. The same holds true for a transportation company, as many of them have temporary offices, and this is a much better way to provide connectivity. Finally, as I mentioned before about kiosks and digital signs, they've long since discovered the benefits of cutting the cord, and it's quite common to see these solutions using cellular connections. Well, I hope I provided some information that was useful today and look forward to having you coming back for a future webinar. Thanks.